My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 30 base.
Check pass, check pass.
Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, open target here, Darius Slayton. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, New Orleans! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Set on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action with Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He sets to fire deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Thomas. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Deuce.
They'll run on first down. Bryant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, watch it. Hey, switch gears.
To throw is Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 39 yards there, a big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They come out here in the eye. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Yep. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure right. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Looking to throw. Herbert flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey. Go. Mike 55. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming.
To throw again. Herbert. He gets this one to Johnson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming after you.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready. 8 read. Hey, Sam on.
Check it back.
Bravo.
SOS. Mike 2.
Get it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, 4 down.
Coaching spell.
Slide. No. Tighten up. Alert flare.
Hard.
Check 13.
Check go.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Topper. Tight go. Shoot. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Brissett. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First down.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Brissett sets to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Single. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6. Like the pass.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll try the left side. Clinton. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. and it's 21-3.
Next, the score, Saints 41, Seahawks 3.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett now. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Under 10. Under 10.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Thomas. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Choose the mic. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Ready?
Off play action. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check. Check hot route.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 2. Mike.
Five.
Off the play fake. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Brissett under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Brissett. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
Go! Mike 20. Hey, who that? Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 6 guys. 6 guys.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Brissett. This is the tight end Fant. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off near the 34, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, lock it. Hey, rock, shoot.
On 1st down, it's Evans. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Hey, exit.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Darius Slayton. 39 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, it's Bryant. So that one will get them halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He's got his tight end Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Here we go. 91, 6. So we got man.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike's 5-4.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 5-4. Coming to you, coming to you. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on.
You're out.
Check, 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 check.
Get it.
2nd and 6. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Got it. Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, that's complete to Slayton. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go.
Look at me. Go. Hit it.
Check 26.
They run the counter. It's Evans. 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Here we go.
Ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the screen. Check it out, Reed.
2nd and 4. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Tack McKinley in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
Hey, check Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get that ball right here.
Now a give, right side. Bryant. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And an alley to run. And a loose football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go. Check 37. Check 37. No.
Leo. 1, 2.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike. I'm coming after you.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Slam.
On 3rd down, Evans. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play, and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
The sack on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for New Orleans, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Seattle, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.